Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? It's been long. I think after the target practice video, we did not make anything. We had few visits, but that was with the family, and I don't share those videos on the YouTube. But it's been long, so now we're gonna make a pretty long video this time. We bought an ATV 2 weeks ago, and it's a very good day today to ride an ATV. It's about 78 degrees here in Wisconsin, so we are just heading. It's about, I think, 15 to 20 more minutes to hit the cabin, and I'll start up the ATV and we make some videos and stuff like that. Hope everybody is doing good. Stay tuned for the more. We are at the cabin, and let's see. Everything look good.
The key on,
Okay.
which this is how you turn it on,
Okay.
and then this is on with the headlights on. But when
Okay.
we first start it, we usually want to have the headlights off just so we have as much battery power
sure.
as possible. And then we make sure it's in neutral,
Okay.
just like that. And then you pull the choke out, and then you hit the start button. See that?
Yeah.
Just like that. And sometimes you got to give it a little bit of gas, which is the throttles right here.
Okay.
And then you'll need to kind of slowly lower that choke down as the engine warms up. You know, it's not going to want to run with the choke all the way out, and it's not going to want to run with the choke all the way in. You have to slowly let it warm up a little bit. And then once it's warmed up, see how it wants to kind of idle a little low? You got to leave that choke out a little bit. You know, these engines are a little bit cold-blooded. But once you run them around for a little while, then you can have the choke all the way in and be ready to go.
Okay, so this one is not. So this is the power.
Yes.
To go. Okay.
In a minute, we'll go outside and I'll let you drive it around so you can get the feel for it.
There.
So this vehicle has an electric shifted transmission.
Okay.
So this puts it into gear.
Okay.
Then from there, you have to either shift up and down manually if you want to. See this little button right here? You want to see that on your camera?
Yeah.
So you see how it says auto or manual.
Okay.
So if you have it on auto, the engine will shift by itself automatically.
Okay.
But sometimes that can be a little herky-jerky,
Okay.
you know? And if you want to have more fun, or if you want, like when plowing, if you don't want it to shift too early
Okay.
and, you know, bog down the engine, you can put it into manual mode, and then you can shift up and down, right here. So it'll tell you there's 5 gears,
Okay.
and it'll tell you what gear you're in, right there. So I'll start it back up again. So as I go into forward, so we're in first gear there, and now it's in second gear. Now it's back into first gear again, because we're in automatic. Now if I go to manual mode, then it will allow you to leave it into second gear if you want.
Okay. So if you put auto, so then
you can just hit the gas and go, and it'll shift for you.
Okay, the same like a
Just like an automatic
like
transmission.
auto.
to put non-ethanol gas in.
Non-ethanol.
Are you guys from Wisconsin or where? Are you
No, from Chicago, but this is going to Dells.
Okay, good. So in the Dells, you'll be able to get non-ethanol gasoline.
Okay, that's like 89 or 87?
It's 91.
91. Okay,
91.
yeah. It's like the one little
Premium.
off.
So like
Premium, okay.
if you go to Quick Trip, those gas stations will have on the gas pump, it'll say
Yes.
premium recreational fuel.
Okay.
That's the best stuff for it. And the
Okay.
gas goes in right there.
Okay.
And because the ethanol gasoline 87, this would run on 87, but the problem is ethanol goes bad very quickly.
Okay.
It will clog up the carburetor
Okay.
and cause water to form inside the gas tank.
Okay.
So running the non-ethanol will make the engine run better longer with less maintenance. So
Okay.
yes, it's 30 cents more a gallon, but it's worth it to do that.
Okay.
So
And do you have an idea how big is the tank for this thing?
it's probably 4 to 5 gallons,
4 to
right
5
in that
gallons.
range. Yep. Which
And-
you can go quite a long ways on that. You
Okay,
can
like-
probably go 60, 70 miles on that.
Okay.
You know, so or you can
It's
plow your
just-
driveway quite a few times. You know, whatever.
Yeah, that's all we need for just to work, and I like it just because of two.
Yes.
And
Yes.
for the price wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And how
so
we-
this here is your winch control. So in and out, we'll run that winch up and down electrically. Now when you run it in, you have to be careful. Because if you keep holding that switch when the plow gets all the way up, or see that hook? That's how you have to let go when that hook hits these rollers. If you don't and you accidentally hold it too long, you can actually rip the hook off of it.
Okay.
So make sure you watch, and then let go.
Okay.
Now, if you're using the winch to drag a log or get the machine unstuck, if you got stuck in mud, what you want to do is actually stand like this, leave the engine running.
Okay.
You always want to have the engine running when you're running the winch,
Okay.
because the winch draws a lot of power.
Lot of power.
Yes, if you run the winch too many times with the engine off, you can kill the battery.
Okay.
But I like to watch it like this as I'm running it back in. I'll show you. So, and then just let go. So you never go any higher than that with the plow. And if the plow was not on, then you just stop when the hook hits it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
And then, for example, the plow is on, like this one, and we stuck somewhere.
Yep.
So we just take it out and the plow doesn't go down there. So we can just take out this thing
Yes.
and then put it
And then
on.
underneath the machine, there is a couple of pins, and then you can take the plow off of the machine.
Okay.
And you have to crawl under it to get them off. But you just pull the pins off, and then that big frame will come off of the machine.